Thank you, Ellen, for joining me today. I really appreciate you coming in on such short notice for an interview. How important is it to have a wedding planner?
I think it's very important to have a wedding planner because they really take all the stress off of the bride during the wedding day. You really just need a planner there to move things along and make sure that things are getting done by certain times.
What does it take to be a wedding planner?
I think it takes a very organized person, somebody who's good with details, a very type A personality, somebody who's really going to get things moving, and somebody who's just really, really not going to miss those details.
Now, you were talking about details. How important are the details for a wedding?
I think the details are perhaps maybe one of the most important parts, and when you really look at the whole wedding scheme, they don't seem so important. But then as you get closer in the wedding day, that's the things that make it so stressful if those details are overlooked. So they end up being the most important part of the day.
What is the difference between a wedding planner and a director?
A wedding planner is more there before the actual wedding. They get things done before the wedding, and the wedding director is kind of there for the wedding. They are the people who get the wedding party down the aisle and get the bride and groom down the aisle, and then they get them for introductions. They get them there. And then after that, the wedding director is kind of free to go after the whole cake cutting and all that jazz.
And what's a good budget for somebody who's about to get married to hire a wedding planner and a director?
I think it all depends on experience. A normal budget for a wedding director would be about 100 to 150 for the day, which would be about 3 to 4 hours. That would be that time. A wedding planner, it really depends on experience. It probably would be close to $1,000, if not more, for a wedding planner.
Wow. Well, thank you for all this information. I really appreciate you coming and joining me.